Hello, rock and rollers. Welcome to the 47th ElectroJet Rock Show. I'm your humble host, Jett. And I have with me, coming to you from Los Angeles, Professor Electro on the other line. Hey, Professor.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to our show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share us on social media. Glad to have you guys back for the rock and roll ride.
Okay, we're doing underrated or overrated. And we're going to do this one on a very fabulous lead singer, phenomenal, Michael Lee Smith from the band Starz. S-T-A-R-Z. Yeah, they had that first. So what do you think of him, Professor?
I would agree with you. He's phenomenally underrated, I think. You know, as we've talked about before. They only had, I guess if you count the live album, they had 5 albums, but Starz just had great songs, great songwriting, and, you know, Michael Lee Smith as the lead vocalist and Richie Rano, the guitar player, were a great songwriting duo, but Michael Lee Smith, who we're focusing on, just soulful, had good power, had good range, had a lot of dynamics. He could sing softly really well, and he could blast really well. And great lyric writer, great musical mind. And I follow him on social media. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he's just an interesting guy also. And probably one of my favorite live club shows was when you and I, Jett, saw Starz at the Starwood
in Hollywood.
In Hollywood, yeah, which is a great nightclub that's no longer there. Legendary nightclub, and man, just a great performance. His great onstage charisma, great, stage presence, and sounded great live as well. What's your take on it?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, first of all, I became a Starz fan because back in the day when we were in, I guess it was probably high school at that time, we had to get up real early in the morning. But the midnight special in L.A., Los Angeles, that's where I was originally from, was on at 12 o'clock at night on Saturday night. So we have to watch that, which was usually pretty good, maybe about half and half. And then after that, this show used to come on called Don Kirshner's Rock Concert at 1 o'clock in the morning. So fighting to stay up. But that show introduced me to a lot of bands that I would have never heard of otherwise, and one of them which was Starz. So I remember seeing them going, wow, these guys are cool. They're sort of like a cross between Kiss and Aerosmith, kind of, at least as far as looks wise. And I didn't even know at the time, because I didn't know anything about them, that they were managed by Kiss's manager at the time, Bill Aucoin. So anyway, yeah, the Starz performances on Don Kirshner's Rock Concert are phenomenal. Monkey Business, Pull the Plug, and Fallen Angel off the first album, which was produced by Jack Douglas. So I saw that. I thought they were great. Went out and bought the first record. And then what I used to do is look through the LA Times calendar section every week to see who was playing, concert-wise, coming up. And I just happened to see Starz playing at the Santa Monica Civic on the Violation Tour, which is their second album. So I went to saw that. That was the first concert I ever saw, and they were phenomenal. So they were touring off that record, which is a great record. And then after that, I bought the Attention Shoppers album, which is great. It's more of their pop album. And then the last one was Coliseum Rock. And that's the year we saw them at the Starwood. They played 3 nights. I was there 2 nights, right up in the front, and they crushed it. Sound was phenomenal. MLS was great. Michael Lee Smith, he was really, really good. His voice, very, very powerful. To me, he was almost sort of a cross between, say, like a Steven Tyler and a Mick Jagger. Both, and maybe not so much the voice, but some of the phrasings. Yeah, he puts some Jagger in there, but he's more of a tenor voice. The band tuned down a half step, so it sounded a little darker, a little grindier. Really cool guitar tones on it. But yeah, Michael Lee Smith, one of the greatest frontmen of all time, completely underrated. So yeah, I would encourage you guys to check it out. Final thoughts, Professor?
Yeah, I think he's probably underrated because they didn't get their due. I mean, probably some of it was timing, some of it was their management, but I think they just didn't get enough publicity. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people out there in YouTube land who never even heard of them. So go check out Starz. Go listen to some of the songs and some of the albums that are on YouTube. Sing It, Shout It, Hold On to the Night, Good Ale We Seek, Don't Think, Nightcrawler's a great song. Now I Can. There's a lot of variety too. It's not all the same thing.
Oh yeah, they go into cinematic vignettes like in a parallel universe, kind of similar to the Who as far as that concept conceptually.
Right, like almost like each song's like a mini rock opera.
Yeah, they always have one of those on their albums, pretty much.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like you said, only 4 solid studio albums and then a live album. And yeah, Attention Shoppers I actually liked, even though a lot of people didn't claim it was their favorite. But yeah, Michael E. Smith is just criminally underrated as a vocalist, and he's
his songwriter, and he's a very smart guy, a brilliant guy.
Yeah, and a good soul too, from what I can see, and just great vocal tone. And just, all around. I mean, every aspect that you'd want from a lead singer in a rock band, he's got. He's just the whole package. So.
Yeah, and a phenomenal live performer, especially back in the day, just all over the stage. Really, not impersonating, but performing the lyrics. I mean to say, performing.
Yeah, authentic. Yeah, great. He's got a great sense of theater.
Exactly. Amen to that.
Yeah, without being overly theatric, and just great stage moves without jumping around like an idiot. And not standing there static.
Commanding stage moves,
and just without being, pretentious or making it look too planned out. Just great. And
also spontaneous. He will do things off the cuff and interact with the audience. Just random, spontaneous rock and roll stuff. So with that, we're going to close it up in this episode. My name's Jett, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Rock and roll! And the Professor.
Rock and roll!